Hare Krishna. Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya, Jai Nityananda. Jai Advaita Chandra Jaya Gura Bhakta Vinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So I will be speaking in Hindi if you don't mind. Or if everyone understands English, no problem. How many of you don't understand Hindi at all? I mean English at all? Please raise your hand. I think it's everyone's okay. So today is a very, very auspicious day. We are celebrating the appearance of Lord Balarama. Balarama, we know, is not different from Krishna. He's the brother of Krishna. At the same time, we speak his name every day in our Muhammad text. And we say, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It represents Lord Balarama. Why is Lord Balarama so important? It's explained here in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. We speak the mantra after me. Sarva avatari Krishna Swayama Bhagavana. Tanhare Vidya Deha Shri Balarama. Translation. The Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna is the fountainhead of all incarnations. Lord Balarama is his second body. You can repeat. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, is the fountainhead of all incarnations. Lord Balarama is his second body. Purport by his divine graces, Lord Shri Krishna, the absolute personality of Godhead, is the primeval Lord, the original form of Godhead, and his first expansion is Shri Balarama. The personality of Godhead can expand himself in innumerable forms. The forms that have unlimited potency are called Swamsha, and the forms that have limited potencies, which means we, the living entities, are called Vipinamsha. This is the difference. So, in this verse, we find that Sri Prabhupada is giving us, in a very simple way, to understand Lord Balarama. Original Bhagavan is Krishna, or origin of everything is Krishna. If you read Srimad Bhagavatam, in the root verse it says, in the beginning there was no one, or nothing, it was only me. After creation, I am still there. And even after annihilation, it will be only me. We will not be there, creation may not be there, but Krishna will always be there. And then Krishna, from Krishna comes so many expansions. Here the word used is Samsha, direct expansion. So Samsha can be compared to be as good as Krishna, or none different. The potency of the Samsha is none different from Krishna. So the first expansion is direct from Krishna. Prabhupada says, then from Balarama comes the quadruple expansions. Vasudeva, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. Then from Sankarshan later on comes Narayan. From Narayan comes Mahavishnu. Imagine the position of Vishnu. And then later on Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, Shirodakshaya Vishnu. Most of you know that. Who is who? So later on in Chaitanya Charitamrita it explains that Balarama helps Krishna to serve him, to assist him. Even Krishna Das Kaviraj says, Ikala Ishvara Krishna Arasam Bhritim. Only Krishna is the Lord. Everyone else is his servant. So, whoever you say, be it Balarama or be it any other incarnation, is actually serving Krishna. This is the supreme position of Krishna. But how does Balaram assist Krishna? He assumes 5 forms. The first form is, direct from Balaram, is Maha Sankarshan. And from Maha Sankarshan expands Mahavishnu, is also called Karanadakshaya Vishnu. Most devotees must have seen the picture in the Bhagavad Gita or in other books also, that he floats in the space. And from his breathing comes out so many planets. And each planet or each planetary system is enclosed in a bubble. And the bubble is filled half with water. It's called Garbhodak Ocean, Garbhodak Samudra. And there lies another Vishnu called Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. Why is it called Garbhodakshaya Vishnu? Because from his Garbha comes a lotus flower which gives birth to Lord Brahma. And Brahma in turn creates 8.4 billion species. And in each living, this is species, not number, different species. Species that live under the water, species that live under the ground like wasps, species that live which can't move like trees and plants, species which fly in the sky called birds, species with 4 legs, the animals, and we human beings are the smallest in number, very small number. And Krishna expands again, or we can say from Balaram comes another expansion, who becomes Paramatma and sits in the heart of everyone. And so we have talked about the first Vishnu which floats, second Vishnu which is in the bubble, who gives birth to Brahma. The third Vishnu is called Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. Kshira literally means milk. There is a planet, or a loka we can say, where there is ocean of milk. And that's where resides original Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. And his expansion becomes Paramatma. In India, there are many people who confuse this. They say Atma and Paramatma is one. But our Vaishnava Siddhanta, our Vaishnava Acharyas don't accept this. They say Atma is different and Paramatma is different. I want all of you to raise your finger like this. If I ask you, do these fingers become one? Even the height is not one. One is shorter, one is taller. And they don't become one. So Atma remains like this one, Paramatma is one. And this relationship continues even when you go back to Vaikuntha. You are still the servant. Of course, in Vaikuntha, there is no need of Paramatma because you already attained perfection. And having gone there, one does not come back. So this is called Kshirodakshaya. The fifth expansion is called Seshu. You all know that all this creation is uplifted or carried on by Seshu. Seshu is like a snake. You may see a picture here on Nashika. If you see the picture of Nashika, on the top, this is Seshu. This is a small picture. The Seshu is very big. And this planetary system are not heavy on you. They're like putting a particle of mustard seed. Sarsu ka dana. You put one seed of sarsu or mustard, there is no weight. So, but he is very, very powerful. Now, going to Balaram today, what part does he play? Sesha comes to this planet even before coming of Krishna. For example, very soon, I think in matter of days we will be celebrating Janmashtami. And if you read Krishna Katha, you find Krishna is the 8th child of Mother Devi. Before that, how many children were killed by Kamsa? How many children? 6 children. They were killed by Kamsa. Each child was a child of Devi. 7th child was Brahma. And He's directly the son of Devaki, but then later on, he was transferred to Mother Rohini. And he grew up like that. So that's why he's also called Rohini Nandan, the son of Mother Rohini. But actually he's also the son of Devaki. Now, many people have asked, why did Krishna come right from the beginning? There was a reason. That these 6 children represent 6 evils within our heart, impurities. Kama, Krodha, Moha, Lobha, Mada, Matsya. Kama means lust, anger. Then Kama, Krodha, Moha, illusion. Mad is illusion. Matsarya, envy, like and greed. So these were actually had appeared in the Mother Devaki. Were actually sons of original Hiranyakashipu. You see Hiranyakashipu? They were his children. But they became more attracted to Lord Vishnu, so they were cursed by their own father that you 6 will be born to be killed by your own father, known as Kamsa. So Kamsa actually killed his own children, not Devki's children, really speaking. 7th child, Kamsa could not kill. Why the significance of 7th child was that he came to create the ground for Krishna's coming. So the 8th child is Krishna. Even when Krishna appears, as explained here very nicely. How many of you have this book, Chaitanya Adalila? If you read this, you get a lot of information. Here it is explained that as Sesha, he expands as Krishna's personal servitor in form of different items. For example, he becomes the bag of Krishna, he becomes the pillow of Krishna, he becomes the janoi or the sacred thread of Krishna, he becomes the umbrella of Krishna, the throne of Krishna, the helmet of Krishna, slippers of Krishna. Wherever you find Krishna is never without Balarama in the form of many expansions which are actually coming from Balarama. In this way, he serves Krishna. And even in the Gauranga Lila, he came as Nityananda. And Nityananda is not different from Balarama. That's why we say Nityananda Brahma. It means Balarama. Now many people who are not very familiar with our Gaudiya Math, they may think, oh, what is this? So if you go to Srimad Bhagavatam, we find that in the Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, 3rd chapter, the chapter is called Avatars, the incarnation of Krishna. In the Hindu community, most of them know only 10 incarnations. Matsya, Kurma, and what do you call it? Shiva, Parshuram, and so on. But if you go to Bhagavatam, there are endless incarnations, but of which there are at least 20 listed there. And if you go one by one, 19 and 20, if you read the Sanskrit, I can read the Sanskrit if you want, it says here very, very clearly that these 19 and 20 are Bhagavan. In no other avatar does it say Vyasdev calls them Bhagavan. Only in this particular incarnation, he calls them Bhagavan. And then, after explaining all this, in the 1:3:23 says, in the 90th and the 20th incarnation, the Lord advented himself as Lord Balaram and Lord Krishna in the family of Vishnu or the Hindu dynasty. And by doing so, he removed the burden of the world. At that time, the world had a lot of burden. Anybody knows what was the burden? If you know the Bible. What was the burden of the earth? Was it the mountains? Was it the ocean? What was it? Huh? Yeah, but Pap is different. Majority kings in those times, before Krishna, majority of the kings were demonic. They were called Kshatriyas, but they were not obeying Brahminical injunctions. Like Kamsa, Jarasa, all of them, they are very, very simple people. So Krishna came to remove the burden and he killed all of them and relieved the earth from all the burden. And then after that, Krishna left. Now, when we are talking of the 19th and the 20th incarnations, you can repeat the Sanskrit after me. Eko navinshe vimishata me Vishnishu prapya janmani Ramakrishna iti bhuvo Bhagavan aharat param. So the verse clearly says that original Bhagavan is Krishna and Balaram. So Krishna and Balaram is always together, never separated. All incarnate. In all the comings of Krishna, Balaram is always there. Like in the original one, he came as Ram and Lakshmana. At that time, Ram is Krishna and Balaram is Lakshmana, Ram is Krishna. In a similar way, when he came recently in Kali Yuga, he came as Chaitanya, as Krishna as Chaitanya and Balarama as Nityananda. So we should always ask for mercy of both of them. There are many people who say, okay, Ram is Bhagavan, but Lakshmana is not Bhagavan. Lakshmana equally is Bhagavan. When Ramachandra came, he came in the quadruple expansion, all four together. Ram, Lakshmana, Bharat, Shatrugna. None of them has less potential. Each are very powerful. Many times if you read the Srimad Bhagavatam, you find that even the four names are very powerful. Ram, Lakshmana, Bharat, Shatrugna. All those who are still in the Bhagavatam, they will say, Vasudeva, Sankarshan, Pradimana, Aniruddha. These are not different from these four brothers. So, if those who are following the Vaishnava tradition and worshipping Krishna should remember this verse, how these five forms actually assist Krishna. Now, if you go to Krishna Leela, in many Leelas you find Krishna and Balarama is always together. Many asuras were killed by Balarama. And majority of those asuras are killed by Krishna. But all the time Krishna and Balarama is together. Even when Krishna was 5 years old and went out for herding the cows, Mother Yashoda says, take care of your younger brother. So he acts as an elder brother and he takes care of the younger brother. And sometimes they play with the gopals, the gods, and sometimes they even do fighting. You know, children, they like to fight. And sometimes when Balaram is tired, Krishna will actually massage Balaram. Or if Krishna is tired, Balaram will massage Krishna. So it's very difficult to know who is who. But both are the same, except they are accepted two different bodies. So here it says, Sara Avatari Krishna Swayam Bhagavan, Tadhare Ditya Deha Shri Balaram. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is Krishna, is the fountainhead and of all incarnation. And Lord Balaram is the second one. In the next verse it says, these two are one and the same. They are different only in form. Krishna and Lord Balaram is the first bodily expansion of Krishna, and he assists Lord Krishna in the transcendental pastime. So what is the difference? The difference is only the look. Krishna is darkish, Shyamala, and Balaram is Sweta. Sweta means white. That is the only difference. And in many times both pray fruit. So you may behave become confused. Then who is this? But it is Krishna and Balaram. So don't forget this. We have to take the shelter of Balaram, and if possible, we should pray to Lord Balaram, especially today, and ask for His mercy, that please give us strength in our devotional service. Here I can read for you. Mahavishnu is actually an expansion of Balaram, who is Krishna's first expansion in the Vrindavan pastime. His brother, as his brother, in the Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One Rama, that was to Baba. And since Lord Nityananda's expansion of Balarama also refers to Nityananda. And amongst various incarnations, we find that Krishna comes together. And both are very, very merciful. And especially Balaram is more merciful. Because Balaram is very aristocratic, what you call. He likes to show his aristocracy. But when it comes to showing mercy, he's very, very merciful. Which he did even in the Krishna avatar, even in Lakshmana avatar, and also as Nityananda. You find Nityananda actually protecting Jagai and Madai, who are meant to be king. So even we are nothing better than Jagai and Madai. So we need protection of Balarama. So in our devotional service, if we need strength, then we have to pray to God, Balarama, who is the brother of Krishna, the son of Rohini, and also son of Devaki. In another pastime, in the 10th temple we go, one day in the Dwarka Leela, Mother Devaki was not very happy because Krishna and Balarama were just sitting next to her. And she said, I wish you two sons are here in front of me. If my other six sons were there, I would have been so happy. So Krishna said, okay. Krishna went to bring all the 6 sons who were already purified. And Mother Devaki was amazed to see 6 sons which were killed by Krishna. But now they were grown up. But so much love manifested in her that she felt better to each one of them. So this is Krishna. Yet people are considered Krishna to be an ordinary human being. Which human being or which man can bring dead people back? Not only that, he brought the son of his own guru, Sandipani Guru. When he learned that his son had drowned so many years ago, I think around 9 years ago, he brought the son back and brought him back to God, to the mother, or the wife of Sandipani. So this is. So if you have a different opinion, try to keep this in your mind. And you find there is nothing superior, and we know what's superior than Krishna. And more superior than Krishna is bhakti. Because if you do bhakti or devotional service, you can catch it. Otherwise not possible. You cannot capture Krishna. So this is the only way out to get Krishna. So we can all pray together. The curtain is just closing before you push it to proceed to Prashad. You can repeat after me. Our dear Balarama, please give your mercy to us, so that we can improve our chanting and strengthen our devotional service and get the mercy of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So I'll just take 3 more minutes. I'll just give a summary in Hindi for people who didn't understand English. तो ये चिल्ड्रन चर्च में ये श्लोक आता है, सर्व अवतारी कृष्ण स्वयं भगवान तन्हारे नित्य देहा श्री भगवान। परम भगवान तो श्री कृष्ण है, पर उसका पहला शरीर है भगवान श्री कृष्ण परम सत्य, परम ब्रह्म है और उससे बढ़कर कुछ नहीं है, पर उसका पहला शरीर है भगवान कृष्ण के बहुत सारे रूप हैं, उनमें से 2 रूप है स्वामिसम और विभिन्नंश। स्वामिसम कृष्ण जैसे ही है, क्योंकि कृष्ण जैसी शक्ति इसमें है जिसको हम विष्णु तत्व बोलते हैं, और विभिन्नंश है जिसमें शक्ति लिमिटेड होती है, इसको विभिन्नंश जैसे हम लोग। और भगवान बलराम जी जो है 5 रूप धारण करते हैं कृष्ण की सेवा के लिए और इस ब्रह्मांड में कार्य करने के लिए। पहला तो है महासंकर्ष, कृष्ण से बलराम उत्पन्न होता है, बलराम से संकर्ष क्या बोलते हैं वसुदेव संकर्षण पतिवनम अनिरुद्ध। फिर उस महासंकर्ष में उत्पन्न होता है नारायण, और नारायण से उत्पन्न होते महासंतोष, जिसके रोके से इतने सारे लोग उत्पन्न होते हैं। आपने ये फोटो देखा होगा, वो दिखा है कि महाविष्णु बैठे हुए आकाश में, उसके शरीर से इतने सारे लोग उत्पन्न होते हैं और एक एक लोग एक एक बुबले में होते हैं, क्या होते हैं, बबल में। उसमें आधा पानी होता है, वहाँ दूसरा विष्णु आता है जिसको गर्भदक्षा विष्णु कहते हैं, जिसकी नाभि से बलराम जी ब्रह्मा जी उत्पन्न होते हैं और ब्रह्मा 84 लाख योनि उत्पन्न करते हैं, शरीर देते हैं। मतलब प्रत्येक जीव के हृदय में वापस बलराम की एक अंश, जिसको परमात्मा कहते हैं, तो प्रत्येक जीव के अंदर परमात्मा जो है वो है बलराम जी का अंश, जिसको हम शिव दक्षा कहते हैं। और फिर 5वां रूप धारण करते हैं शेष, तो होता है पूरे ब्रह्मांड को उठाता है शेष, और ऐसा नहीं कि थक जाता है, उसमें बहुत असीम शक्ति है। और जब भगवान इस पृथ्वी पे आते हैं या कहीं भी लीला करते हैं तो बलराम डायरेक्ट उसकी सेवा करते हैं। भगवान ही उसका बिछोना बनते हैं, उसका पिलो बनते हैं, जलोय बनते हैं, छत बनते हैं, आसन बनते हैं, मुकुट बनते हैं, चप्पल भी बनते हैं। जो भी कृष्ण ने पहना है सब शेष का ही अलग अलग रूप है। जैसे भगवान बाकी भी आए, पीछे उसके प्रेज है, वो भी बलराम है। इस पिक्चर में देखो तो वो भी नाग जो है वो भी बलराम है। तो बलराम अलग अलग था, बलराम का एक अंश बलराम का ही अवतार है शेष। इस तरह हर अवतार में बलराम भगवान की सेवा करते हैं। जैसे राम अवतार में वो क्या बने लक्ष्मण, और कृष्ण अवतार में बलराम। अभी अभी बंगाल में अवतार हुआ था 523 साल पहले, वो है चिकनवा, वहाँ आए थे विजयन। तो हर अवतार में भगवान ये दो हमेशा साथ में होते हैं। तो भक्ति में भी हमें दो वस्तु चाहिए, प्रेम भी चाहिए, वो कृष्ण देता है, और जो शक्ति चाहिए वो बलराम देता है, और कृपा चाहिए तो भी बलराम देता है। इसलिए हम लोग कलयुग में बहुत पतित जीव हैं, गिरे हुए हैं। तो हम अगर महामंत्र जाप करेंगे तो जल्दी भगवान के बाद चले जाएंगे, क्योंकि महामंत्र ही साधन है कलयुग, और कोई उपाय नहीं है। मगर महामंत्र में भी कभी कभी हम कमजोर हो जाते हैं, उस समय हम हाथ जोड़ के भगवान को प्रार्थना करेंगे। तो प्लीज आप हाथ जोड़िए, हिंदी में हम एक प्रार्थना करेंगे, उसके बाद हम प्रसाद के लिए प्रस्थान करेंगे। हे मेरे भगवान बलराम जी, आप हम पे कृपा कीजिए कि हमेशा हमें शक्ति दीजिए हमारे जाप में। ये जाप करते करते हमारी भक्ति में शक्ति बढ़ेगी, और भक्ति करते करते हम भगवान के धाम में लौट सकेंगे। हरे कृष्ण। श्री भगवान की जय।